This video via TMZ Sports is going to show another example on top of many with what is wrong in youth sports these days. In the top of the fifth inning, a manager and an umpire would go face to face. When the ump tries walking away, the manager in white shoves him. Another ump would separate the two. That wasn't until the home plate umpire retaliated with his face mask, swinging it like Myles Garrett on Mason Rudolph. The two would trade blows, fellow coaches would intervene, and the other blue would stand at home plate. The camera, set up well behind home plate, would only capture players running over. It appears fans would go into the field of play and do their best to bring it to a halt. Noticeably, the home plate ump would remain down and be tended to while the manager of the white team walked off. Finger pointing would be had. The ump would eventually rise to his feet, but clearly tensions remained at a fever pitch. More discussions would take place with what seems to be the white team blaming the umpire. Here is what we know about the incident that took place in the state of North Carolina thus far. Let's get into it. We start with the reporting from WRAL, an NBC affiliate in Raleigh, North Carolina. The fixture was between a pair of 12 and under squads, meaning it was Little League. That is what this manager and umpire and the league that they participate in fought over. Little League. The location was Wilson's Gillette Baseball Complex. It was a state championship game. In that fateful inning, it was one coach from Cherryville that approached the umpire, whose name, the umpire that is, Robbie Beeman. Beeman would appear to eject the coach for what the outlet called foul language. One anonymous coach told the outlet that they attempted to break up the squabble, but two coaches would bum rush the umpire. So again, this is via the reporting. It was not them trying to cease what occurred. It was not them trying to bring it to a halt. It was them bum rushing the umpire. Bull City president Aaron Schoonmaker would tell WBTW the following. It was not a one-off event that led to it, but it's something that had kind of been building throughout the fixture between coach and ump. Following the commotion, the game rightfully would be suspended. From CBS 17, Wilson Parks and Recreation are looking into the matter. Meanwhile, no charges were filed, which is rather interesting. City officials will likely have an update on the matter very soon. This clip is starting to gain some traction. So I do believe that we will have an update fairly soon. David Lee, the director of Wilson Parks and Recreation, would weigh in saying they have zero tolerance for this type of stuff. Quote, there are a lot of people working hard to make sure our youth are having a positive experience, and it's just unfortunate and quite honestly embarrassing that two adults would ruin that last night. Little League International would release a statement of their own, and I think it's worth reading. The acts displayed by a coach and an umpire during a game at the North Carolina Little League Baseball State Tournament during the evening of Monday, July 15th, 2024 are unacceptable and will not be tolerated. Immediately following the reporting of this incident on Tuesday, the following day, the Little League International Tournament Committee issued an indefinite suspension, we have a name now, of Coach Chase Burgess from participating in any Little League affiliated activity and will not permit Robbie Beeman to serve as an umpire in any Little League games for the remainder of the 2024 season. So here we have punishment for both parties. More in a second. All players, coaches, umpires, and participants must always uphold the highest level of sportsmanship and behavior. And all adult volunteers in the Little League program are expected to act with the highest level of integrity and be positive role models for all children. So there you have the Little League International statement. We have unfortunately covered this over and over and over again, and it is a problem that ceases to it's a problem that unfortunately has festered and has not ceased, and that is the gall of whether it be parents, it be coaches, sometimes it could even be umpires, from acting out at youth sporting events. This is a serious problem that, as we have gone over previously, has led to a nationwide referee shortage. Many of them are saying we were on this trajectory prior to the pandemic, and afterwards it has really hit hard, because for anybody who is a referee, a linesman, an umpire, for them to be paid so little, and with that territory inherit so many problems that they don't need. We have to make crystal clear this is on their free time. They could be doing whatever you guys do during your free time. They could be going out on a walk. They could be going to a sporting event. They could be going to a movie. They could be watching Netflix at home. They could be making dinner. But these people are volunteering their time at the end of a work day because they just want to stay connected to something that they loved when they were younger. That's the sole purpose of it. It's about passion. And yet for it to come with the territory of violence, threats, foul language. I remember reading a story, I'm not going to say which state. I remember reading a story where a referee, parents disagreed with how a referee officiated a game and chased him to his car. What are we doing? They are human. We are all human. We are all going to make mistakes. And more importantly, what this does, just as important, is it ruins the sporting experience for the youth. If they see a parent act out, or a friend of a parent act out, or a teacher who's a coach act out, they are going to continue associating their youth sporting ventures with that moment, and a lot of them will decline from participating thereafter or have negative feelings towards it. It is something that needs to be addressed through policy. Some states are doing it. We need more to get on board, because the ramifications of this continually happening over and over and over again have not only been studied, but are still prevalent. So I await the day, and we will wait to see what happens, not just from this incident, but I would bet my life savings the incidents that will come as well. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports, and or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.